Today we're doing problem number 3 for Engineering Calc Math 2311E, the exam 1 from spring 2011. And so number 3 gives us this image, and it says a ladder rests against a wall, creating the picture below, with two right angles, so right here and right here. Write the length x of segment RQ, so this length here, in terms of angle theta. And it gives us a little hint. It says consider the lengths of PQ and PR, which are sides of right triangles involving theta. Okay, so what we want to do first is we want to figure out the length of PQ and PR. So we know that PQ is this whole length here. And so it's the hypotenuse of this one large triangle that involves this right angle and this theta right here. Okay, and we know that this length is 1 meter, so what we want to do is we want to use one of our trig identities that involves the hypotenuse and this angle right here, and that's going to give us what PQ is equal to. So what we're going to use is cosine theta. And so using cosine theta, we know that cosine of theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So using this as our theta, our adjacent is 1 meter. So it's 1 over our hypotenuse, which is the length of PQ, which is the length that we want. So we'll just solve for PQ. And so we get PQ is equal to 1 over cosine theta, which is also equal to secant theta. Okay, so we know what PQ is, and now we want to figure out what the length of PR is. Alright, so PR is right here. It's the adjacent side of the triangle. If you kind of tweak it a little bit. So here's our right angle, so this is the opposite side right here, this green dashed line. This is the adjacent, and then this right here is our hypotenuse. So again, we're going to use one of our trig identities so that we can incorporate our hypotenuse and our adjacent angle, and so, or our adjacent length, excuse me. And so again, we're going to be using cosine theta, so it's going to be cosine theta is equal to adjacent, which is the length from P to R, over our hypotenuse, which is 1. So the length of PR is just equal to cosine theta. So we know the length of PQ and we know the length of PR, and so if we want just the length of R to Q, it's just going to be the length of RQ is equal to the length from P to Q minus the length from P to R. So our length from P to Q we know is secant theta. And then our length from P to R is just cosine theta. So the length from R to Q is just equal to secant theta minus cosine theta, which is our final answer, and so it's going to be A.